Hi, and welcome to another edition of Dad's Divorce Live. I'm Matt Allen, editor of DadsDivorce.com. Today I'll be talking with author Molly Murphy, who has written the book Winner Take All about how the current legal system unfairly favors women when it comes to divorce and issues such as the awarding of child support. You can find out more information about Molly and her book by visiting the website changefamilylaw.com. So Molly, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Your book touches on a topic that hits home for a lot of our viewers, that there is a flawed family law system in place that unfairly punishes men and fathers. You were in the position where you could have benefited from this system during your divorce, but you chose not to. So could you talk a little bit about that and the events that sort of inspired you to write this book?
Certainly. Basically what inspired me to write the book is I've never been comfortable with injustice, and I never will be. And when I went to the family law legal office when I was going through divorce, I was quite shocked to find out what it is that I could have had. It was basically a buffet of items were laid out before me, right, from pension plans to child support to spousal support, and all of these things were there for the taking. Now, I understand that children need to be looked after by both parents, and I don't disagree with that at all. I think we both need to be supportive of our children together, but at the same time, I absolutely felt it was unjust what I could have had.
And so you decided to sort of draw the line and not go after what you said was there for the taking. How did you reach that conclusion? Because certainly we don't see a lot of that in some of these nasty, contentious divorce battles.
You're so right. I think what brought me to that was I had watched three good men who were excellent fathers and husbands be completely destroyed by a one-sided legal system which caters to women, and I realized when I was in the office why it catered to women, or exactly what, as a woman, that I had opportunity to take. And basically just taking their stories and allegations at face value without any investigation being done, watching that happen, I knew that there was something really wrong with our legal system and the way that it was set up.
So what were the reactions of people around you, your ex-husbands, other friends, family, when you decided, not to sort of take as you pleased?
I got a lot of encouragement from people to be fair, and I was quite happy with that. It was extremely beneficial to my children. I have three daughters, and they love their father as much as they love me, and they should. Mm-hmm. And I had my 15-year-old daughter tell me the other day, she came up and gave me a great big hug, and she said, we've gone through divorce in this family, but I feel like we're the most functional family that have gone through divorce that I've ever known. And that alone gives me great peace. Yeah,
that's great. Now, your perspective is certainly a unique one, as we've been talking about since you were the ex-wife, and you've written this book about how the system was unfairly hurting your ex-husband. So what was that perspective like? What would go on behind closed doors with your attorney, or what type of legal strategy were you being asked to pursue?
Well, I was basically told that I could not get a divorce unless I took everything from him. And when you're in a position where you're wanting to get a divorce and you want to move on with your life, I literally had to lie and say that I was accepting support payments when I wasn't. And that was the only way that they would take it in front of a judge. They would take my legal papers to a judge, and that was the only way that I could get granted divorce.
Wow.
So, in truth, what goes on behind closed doors is you're offered as a woman, or you're told as a woman that you've got the upper hand right away. There's no question about it. And unfortunately for men, they don't have the upper hand.
Wow, I don't think I've heard that they wouldn't let you get a divorce without accepting.
Absolutely,
everything.
That's exactly what they said.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, with this book, do you think your voice has more of an impact because you are coming from the side of the ex-wife, maybe not just, one of the countless number of dads who are complaining about being unfairly victimized by this family law system?
I guess at this point, the book's only been out for 2 months. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback. I truly think that, yes, a female talking about the violation of men's rights is probably does have more impact because it shows that I know what it's like on the other side of the fence. But I'll probably know more a few months down the road once I get more feedback from it.
So what can be done about this inequality? How are you trying to change the system, and how can people help?
Basically, what I'm doing is we have a runner here in Canada who's going across Canada to try to bring awareness to the rights of children, and his name is David Nash. And if you go to the website, www.crosscanadarunforthechildren.com, he's started out in British Columbia, Victoria, BC. He's now just entering Ontario. He started on June 1st, and he's going strong. And what he's doing, he's raising awareness about equal shared parenting. And I think if we can bring equal shared parenting, make it assumed as soon as parents get divorced that the child has a right to a mother and a father, and look at that versus how much money each person can pay for the child, it'll be much healthier for our children overall.
Well, finally, what do you hope people get out of this book, dads in particular?
Well, the book, in truth, is written. It's a true story. It's about the lives of 3 men. It deals with parent alienation, where one father was actually run over by his 23-year-old son.
Oh my gosh.
And another one who was a doctor who went into complete bankruptcy and lost everything because of family law. What I hope people will get out of it is awareness. I would like to see mothers reading this book or giving this book to their teenage sons before they get into relationships. I would like to see people be aware of what family law is like before they get into the trap, because once you're trapped, it's a lifelong sentence.
Right.
My brother once said to me, he said, you can commit murder in Canada and you're out in 10 years. You get a divorce and it goes till you die, the torture.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate truth. Well, Molly, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with the book and in your future endeavors and pushing for a more equal family law system.
Well, thank you for having me, Matt. I really appreciate it.
That'll do it for this edition of Dad's Divorce Live. I'm Matt Allen, editor of DadsDivorce.com. We'll see you next time.